Gotta get the chocolate syrup in there too. That's the good stuff right there. We gotta take a look at these Madden Mobile 16 cards. First of all, let's take a look at these. Take a look at this team right here. Look at that. I remember having Richard Sherman on my team. LT was on my team. Kirk Coleman on my team as well. Deacon Jones was on my team. I can recall that as well. I mean, Reddit has a lot of them here. This is Madden Mobile 17, I think, right here. Oh, that Tyler Eifert card. That was a League versus League card. Patrick DeMarco. I only knew some of these players because of Madden Mobile. Like, I don't think anybody heard of Patrick DeMarco after Madden Mobile 17. Like, let's be real. I mean, I just don't know why they would. Why would they just go away from the 0 to 99? Like, they ruined Madden Mobile after Madden Mobile 17. Not even a question. I need to see the OBJ card. I mean, just look at this right here. This card is crazy. +5 catching, +5 awareness. Awareness was like, if you wanted like a team that's like above 100 overall, it was very critical to have some good awareness stats. Look at this, Odell right here. The League versus League Jerry Rice, the League versus League Emmitt Smith. There was one more League versus League card. There was a total of 3 of them that were like 99 overalls. They gave you like +2 awareness. There was one more. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Devin Hester. I can't recall. League versus League cards. Signatures too. Is that an 85 Clay Matthews? The signatures were clean as well. I want to see the League versus League cards. League versus League. But yeah, it was Hester. Devin Hester, Falcons. I mean, can we talk about his last ever game in the NFL? Like, if you want a perfect example of Unk still got it, the last game of Devin Hester's career was insane. This guy was like a free agent heading into the wild card of the playoffs, and the Seahawks like called him up. Was like, "Yo, we need a kick. We need you right now. We need a kick returner." And this dude like goes off for like 3 70+ yard kick returns. It was absurd. It was like he never lost it. Like, how old was he when he did that? Devin Hester. He's 42 now. This happened in 2017. So if it was 7 years ago, no, 8 years ago, he would have been. He was 34 when he did that. 34 years old, he was doing that. Like, you got running backs whose careers like end at 28, and he's doing that at 34. Oh yeah, it was league tournaments. Like if you got like if you like won that entire like tournament or something, you got like a 99 overall Barry Sanders. Thought I saw it here somewhere. Oh, this one. Yeah, I mean, that's just stupid. Alright, but yeah. Oh, there's a video I want to react to. It's this one, The Rise and Fall of Madden, the complete history.
What? No! What?
Oh yeah, that Madden Mobile 16 was the year they introduced golden tickets. Because Madden 15 they had they did have golden tickets, but on mobile they didn't have them.
No!
Derek Carr 99. I want to recognize some of these players. Torrey Holt, yeah. Will Compton, I recognize him. Buster Screen, I recognize him. Is that Avery Williamson on the left? That's a Game Changers card or something? Terrence Newman, Bo Jackson, Dion Lewis. He played for the Giants for 1 year. He was absolutely terrible. This dude like fumbled like 7 times as a kick returner. Oh, that was awful.
No!
Willie Brown, Ultimate Legends rookie. Eric Decker, Jabal Sheard. I'm pretty sure Jabal Sheard played for the Giants for 1 year. Leroy Glover.
A while ago.
Colin Kaepernick, 96. Legend. Why did he get a Legends card though? This guy was a 1 season wonder. Nah, I wouldn't say 1 season. I think he was good for 2 years. 2012 and 2013.
A game that once...
Antonio Gates, 80 overall. Doug Martin was starting to regress. He wasn't really regressing. He still played good towards the end of his career. Andrew Corliss, that golden ticket, middle linebacker. Antonio Gates.
Madden Mobile. A game that once dominated app stores, bringing in millions of dollars per year. Now, the game's just a ghost town. But how did it end up like this? Join me as we look into the rise and fall of Madden Mobile and figure out just where it all went wrong.
It's so sad. They should have just kept everything as is.
Now, before we get into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. This video took me over 3 months to make, so I'd appreciate any support. Now let's get into part 1.
3 months. Wow.
Ease for...
I think I remember playing this for like 2 days and then I got bored.
Attempt at a mobile card collecting game came out November 1st, 2012, with Madden 13.
Oh, this music!
Introduced core features to the series like the...
I played... There was a time where like I was in 8th grade, and by this point it was like 2015, 2016, and I didn't have the Xbox One. I had that 360. It's when the Xbox One like came out like 2013. It was like 2015, 2016. I still had the 360. And also, I didn't have Madden 25, Madden 15, Madden 16, none of that stuff. I had Madden 13 and Madden 12 in 2015, 2016. So I would play the hell out of Madden 13. I played a bit of Ultimate Team in Madden 13, but like that was like dead at that time. And like I used to like dedicate so much of my time doing franchise mode. But I think it was like you can control a coach or you can control a player as well. So I went through a whole career of Eli Manning. I played as Eli Manning's whole career, and I was a kid back then. We were young and stupid. I played on like rookie mode, so like I would get like 1,000 passing yards each game, and you couldn't control the whole team. You can only control Eli Manning. So when you threw the ball, the AI would just catch it, and then it would just run for you. So I would rely on my opponent's DBs pressing my receiver, And once he gets off the line, he's off to the races for like an 80-yard touchdown every time in cover two. It was insane. In each season, I would get like 10,000 passing yards in a season. And I think at one point I got traded to the Chargers. I had no say in it. I like the game was like, all right, you had enough success on the Giants. You're going to the Chargers. So I played on the Chargers with Eli Manning. What could have been from day one. And then this song would pop up like they had like these like OG like Madden what's it called? It's like the jingles like dun 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 like in the main menus and stuff. It wasn't like none of this like rap music, rock music that plays in the main menus. It was just some of like this like unk status type music.
The auction house and head-to-head drives.
Oh my god, I remember this so much. Beanie Wells, Randy Moss.
Which both would become staples to
Oh
future
my
Madden
god.
members. Now, there isn't much to say about this game because it wasn't a great game. It was littered with pop-up.
Be the most wanted, experience no breaks allowed, street racing and Need for Speed most wanted, outrun cops, outrace friends, get wanted. Oh, Need for Speed most wanted. I played that on the 360 as well. That was a great game too. I remember playing it on mobile as well. It was like underground, but like there was no free roam. They just raced around in like very restricted areas. Like you couldn't escape the racetrack.
Bads everywhere. The gameplay was buggy. There weren't many promos, card art.
Ladarius Webb. Oh man. Oh, let me just look at these Ravens players since this was the Super Bowl team. Haloti Nada, Marshall Yanda, Terrell Suggs. I can't see who that is. Haloti Nada, Ray Rice, Ed Reed. Oh man. That's Michael Ower.
And the game was just laggy. Overall, this game didn't offer any.
Yeah, I got bored after. I didn't know. I was like, I think I was like 11 years old at the time. I did not know what was going on, so like I just quit.
This game wasn't popular and for good reason.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, come on. Those damn ads. God. I'm poor, bro. Oh my god. Stop. Just let me skip the ads. Madden Mobile 25.
Although Madden
I don't think I played this
wasn't
one.
a success, EA came back again a year later on August 27, 2013 and dropped a new and improved game, Madden NFL Mobile 25. Now EA really outdid themselves on this one. The whole game was a vast improvement over 13. They added actual promos, updated the
97 Peterson. Oh yeah, this was like the year after Adrian Peterson's MVP season, where he rushed for like he was 8 yards away from Dickerson's all-time single season rushing record, which could have been broken by former Giant Saquon Barkley. I'm gonna go to Joe Shane's house and find him, and he's never gonna live it down. Anyways, he was oh my god, he was unbelievable, Adrian Peterson. Like it wasn't just the fact that he rushed for 2,100 almost. He was just like that team had hardly any talent. Like Percy Harvin, I remember was on that team. Who else? I think Christian Ponder was the quarterback at the time. It was just it was like the dark days for Minnesota back around that time, you know.
card arts and graphics and got rid of those 13.
I want to see some of the players too. That's Matt Castle right there. That's Jerome Simpson, Mister. This guy flipped over, dude, to get into the end zone. Toby Gerhardt there. I don't know who some of these guys
card
are.
arts and graphics.
Let me see this team: Dan Marino, DeMarco Murray. Bro, it's so fun just to like look at these players, these OG players. Like that's DeMarco Murray, Vernon Davis, Des Bryant, Trendon Holiday. This guy had like a 3-game like interval where he was like one of the best kick returners of all time. This guy had like a kick return and a punt return touchdown in the same playoff game. in 2012. Des Bryant, Doug Baldwin, that Dwayne Brown, Logan Mankins, Evan Mathis, Eric Fisher. Is Eric Fisher the one that was formerly the first overall pick in the draft? I don't know.
Graphics and got rid of those annoying pop-up ads that littered 13. Overall, they made this more like an actual Madden game instead of pop-up ads that littered 13. Overall,
I remember my cousin. He had Madden 25. It looks so similar to the mobile version, the main menu. Like if you tell me I'm wrong. You go back to the Madden 25 main menu. Does it not look like this right here? It looks so similar.
they made this more like an actual Madden game instead of whatever Madden 13 Social was trying to be. Now, content-wise, Madden Mobile 25 was a huge step up over 13, which had basically nothing in it. Solo challenges, season mode, and sets all got added and would become staples.
Is that Jimmy Graham safety card? Huh, interesting. Donald Penn tight end card. Denard Robinson college legend. Patrick, what, bro? Are these all like out of position? Like, is this like a ghost player just an out of position like freaking Walter Payton, refrigerator at quarterback or something? Like, what is this? George Blonda.
In future Madden mobiles. The auction house was all.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. I didn't play this, but like these card arts back in the day, they weren't like anything like over the top. They just stand out. It was beautiful. The signature Eli Manning, Steve Young, Dan Marino,
Improved in social, and
Aaron Rodgers. The coin prices are. I don't know how hard it was to make coins back in the day. 96 rare. Is this like the base card? I don't know.
Promos allowed for more diverse team building. Now, I personally didn't play this Madden Mobile, but from what I heard from my friends in the community that did,
I didn't play
it
it
was one of the best Madden mobiles of all time. But
I don't doubt it.
We're talking about here, so of course it's going to have its flaws. It costed coins to use plays in game. The physics and animations were shaky, and there didn't seem to be a ton of promos throughout the year. Plus, the card art was lackluster. Madden Mobile 25 laid out the blueprint that the next few Madden mobiles would greatly build upon, which would lead to some of the best mobile gaming experiences of all time, in my opinion.
Here we go. This is the beginning of the
August 26th, 2014. A day.
This is the beginning of like an era.
Sort of. One of my favorite mobile games of all time, Madden Mobile 15, was released. This game was the start of something amazing, and it was just everywhere. It had a whole generation of kids hooked. If you asked anyone who played Madden Mobile 15 what their favorite part of the game was, 9 times out of 10 they would either say the packs or the...
Let's see, 96, Des Bryant, Randy Bolt. Rookie DeAndre Hopkins. Tim Fogger! Yo, Tim Fogger. That's my boy right there. Oh, it was a meme back in the day, but can we talk about the 69 overall DeAndre Hopkins rookie card? He's come a long way. How much did he snipe Bo Jackson for?
9 times out of 10 they would either say the packs or the auction house.
150 coins for 99 Legends Bo Jackson. Wow.
The feeling of...
There was a lot of no-lives back in the day. Justin Houston, 96. Josh Johnson, Tyrod Taylor, both former New York Giants. Yeah, I remember Tyrod Taylor. He won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. But he was a backup. Kyle Juicy Juice was the Ravens.
7,500 coins, and actually getting an elite was unmatched. The auction house was probably one of the most fun
Super Bowl Tracy Porter.
Whether you were trying to snipe or just
Marshall Falk. Oh, snipe him, let's go.
I remember times I would go on the auction house just to look at all those cool cards I couldn't afford and wonder, how do people have that many coins? I mean, seeing cards get sold for
99 million coins. I don't even think I got 10 million at any point in Madden Mobile 16.
Was just insane to me. The sets in this game were really underrated. There was such a variety of sets that you'd never get bored. You'd always have something to grind for. If you felt like gambling, get enough trophies and then do the Football Outsiders Team of the Week.
Oh, the trophies.
Sets. Like I said earlier, this game had something to grind for all the time. I remember in 7th grade waking up at 6 a.m. to check the new live event for the day and always grinding those domination ones.
The domination, Richard Sherman. He wasn't the Mobile Master that year? Or they didn't have any?
That 99 Richard Sherman. With the addition of live events like Game Changers, Road to the Ring, and so many more, it allowed the user so much more variety in what they could do with their time. I believe that Madden Mobile 15 had some of the best promos of all time. I mean, the content that we got throughout the year was just amazing. And I loved those promos that gave you a pack like the Cornucopia or Snowman set
The Cornucopia
instead of a
pack.
guaranteed card. Having to hope you'd get the Bo Jackson instead of the Jack Lambert made it so much more fun.
Jack
I could
Lambert?
talk all day about Madden Mobile 15 promos. But just know, it was an amazing year filled with some of the most fun packs.
Oh my god, what a pack.
This game
Oh, it is the
also has some of
Cornucopia
the rarest
pack.
promo cards of all time. I mean, BCA, Most Feared, NFL Top 10.
So I didn't play Madden Mobile back in the day, but this Mike Iupati card, I think people were like talking about how like insanely rare he was. Like there was only a few people in the world that had him. And also like his price, like if you wanted him, you had to pay an amount of coins that was impossible to pay. Like it was officially impossible, but like it was possible. So like the cap I think back in the day was like 99.9 million, as you saw with the Night Train Lane card, and this Ayupati card was like 175 million. Like you have to pay it 99 million once, and then you have to pay another like 75 million on top of it to get this Ayupati card. I didn't get it. I didn't get the hype around it. Maybe it was like some kind of meme or something. I don't know.
Those all had some of the rarest cards of all time in them. I remember there being a Mike Iupati card that was only known to be on one team. I mean, think about it. This game probably had millions upon millions of players, and only one person had this card. Do you know how insane that sounds? Now, Madden Mobile 15 started off as just a team, but
That team: Le'Veon Bell, Russell Wilson, Jimmy Graham, Demarius Thomas, Julio Jones. I mean, this looks like your typical like all-star NFL. Like if back in 2014, this would be like what your all pro team would look like. But like nowadays, you have like at endgame Madden. Nowadays, you'd probably have like um what's it? You'd probably have Darius Slayton as an endgame receiver. Like, come on now, that's pretty lame. I guess I understand that like some people want to build theme teams, you know, and they want to compete. So like they just implement these like mid players in real life to get 99 overalls, but just be less lenient when it comes to that.
building type game with a little bit of head-to-head thrown in there if you'd like. Now, something I really enjoyed about this game was that
I'm too busy yapping.
There were so many budget options that were.
Oh, the Dree Archer card, bro. That guy was like, if you didn't have like 100 million coins, like some of the people that had back in the day because they spent money on the game, this Dree Archer card was like your savior. Like I could take this Dree Archer card and he can single-handedly beat a 99 overall team. That's how good he was back then. Devin Hester as well.
Staples in the community, like Dree Archer. You could build.
Like, wait, 95 speed. Am I reading that correctly?
That were staples in the community, like Dree Archer.
95 speed. Just keep that in mind, by the way. If I just go onto mut.gg right now and look up, like, who's the fastest guy? Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill, core player, 84 overall. Fastest player in the league, 86 speed. I mean, it's kind of hard. It's hard to like judge based on this because if you just gave Tyreek Hill 99 speed at the beginning of MUT, it's I don't know. Like when he gets like a 99 overall card later, it feels pointless to get it to buy him. So I understand why, but it just made it so that some of the whales you couldn't compete with the whales. You know, like so the players that spend money on the game, you couldn't compete with them. But back then, in Madden Mobile 16, or Madden Mobile 15, I guess as well, you could compete with him with this card because he was just fast as hell. He wasn't good in any other stats, but the 95 speed is all you needed.
archer. You could build your team in any way you wanted, and it really didn't matter. Being able to beat a 99 overall team with a budget squad was so fun, and I think it's something that's really missing from the newer games. Now, later on in the year, EA introduced something that would completely change the game: League versus League. I remember
that's so good.
when they first announced
It was so
it,
good.
and boy was the community excited. It wasn't super polished at release, but it allowed
It just united me and my friends a lot closer
and try to grind the leaderboards. Now, it wouldn't be a Madden mobile video if we didn't talk about the glitches. One of the best parts about this game was all the glitches that it had. I mean, the game...
Like, me and the friends would, like, we would just go to, like, it would be, like, 10, 15 of us, right? We'd just all go to each other's house, right? And we would just play when the League versus League tournament, like, started, just, like, all of us would just gather around, just playing our games and stuff, playing all three of our drives. And when someone messed up, like, they just failed to score, like, they would just get, like, murdered in the room. It was funny. It was so fun. It was, and then the League versus League tournaments, like, when we were heavily disappointed when we didn't get anything, like, incredible. Like, we lost our League versus League tournament, we didn't get a good reward. We were just contemplating why we even played the game. Like, what was the purpose?
The game was filled with them everywhere. Madden Mobile's most iconic glitch of them all had to be the coin glitch. This glitch had people getting billions of coins and turned the game's economy upside down.
Yeah, people just broke their phones and, like,
for 99 million coins
got
instantly.
so many
in some
coins.
cases, the super rare ones would get sold for over 400 million through Instagram deals. I want to be fair to the other games, so I'm not just going to sit here and list off the great things about Madden Mobile 15 without talking about some of the downsides, such as cards being locked behind insanely expensive bundles. I mean, those signature series and flashback cards were locked behind 10,000 Madden cash bundles. Who was going to pay $100 to open that bundle? Not me. The gameplay was pretty neat. There was no scramble button, QB sneak was OP, and it was pretty easy to cheat in head-to-head drives.
Oh yeah, the scramble button. I think there should have been a scramble button earlier, and I mean, it wasn't. It was pretty, like, gay that when you wanted to run with your quarterback, all he just really does is side shuffle, horizontal. He side shuffles diagonally 5 yards before he can be able to run past the line of scrimmage.
The game was insanely laggy at times, especially in sets. You remember having to scroll all the way through all your trophies to get to your gold trophies when you're trying to do a large quicksell or something? Oh my god, how much time would we have saved with an autofill button back then? Anyway, the overall quality of life wasn't great. The gameplay wasn't all that much fun either. The game was pretty buggy at times, and a lot
life was great around this time.
of the cool promos that Madden console got, like golden tickets, did not come to mobile.
Yeah, I know. Like I mentioned.
I want to talk about the Instagram community. This is when the Madden Mobile Instagram community really started to become a thing. It was pretty small at first, but throughout the year, I remember...
Yeah, all the scammers and all the people claiming that they got free coins.
Madden Mobile grow to new heights, and during this time on Instagram, the most popular posts were snipes, custom card art, and give or snipe aways. Now, if you played Madden Mobile, you know what botting is. Botting's origins date back all the way to Madden Mobile 15, and I remember how frowned upon it was by the community. Botting and coin selling were issues that would lead to the eventual removal of the auction house, which completely ruined
Oh my god.
That's why he's the GOAT!
I think it was Madden Mobile 22 when they removed the auction house. Stupidest thing ever, bro. Like, imagine it was a player you wanted, and you couldn't even get him because the only way you can get him is by opening packs. But, like, you got like a 1 in 4,000 chance of pulling them because there's like 4,000 cards in the game, you know. And sometimes you get duplicates that overlap, and you can use them to upgrade your already owned card. So it was dumb. They'll probably talk about it later. I don't know. There we go. I played this one.
Often regarded as the greatest Madden Mobile ever, Madden Mobile 16 was EA's magnum opus. This game came out when EA was at its peak for mobile gaming. This game was basically Madden Mobile 15, but better. They revamped...
I played this. I played this at the mosque. I played this at school. I played this game at home. I played this game overseas. I played this game everywhere. It was so addicting.
The card art, added a few new promos, made improvements to the gameplay, and improved the overall quality of life, to an extent. This game was still as glitchy as ever, and it didn't take long for the auction house to glitch and for millions of coins to flood the market. Madden Mobile is a game that relies on good promos to keep the players engaged. And Madden Mobile 16 had some of the uniquest promos in
There
Madden
wasn't a
Mobile
single
history, and
promo
I'm
where
gonna talk
nobody
about
was
some of the most
addicted.
unique ones throughout the year.
Yeah, the League
This
versus
Madden Mobile
League.
added League versus League cards. These are all 99 overall cards that give you boost to your awareness. League versus League allowed for leagues to grind for some of the best cards in the game together. The grind for the 99 Rice, Emmett, and Hester was unreal. And believe it or not, I was in one of the first leagues to get those cards.
Like, you have to get like 1 million passing yards or 1 million rushing yards, like as a league combined. Like,
Now, it was such a grind, but it actually made playing the game worth it, with those difficult challenges of passing.
yeah, as you see, win 2,500 season games as a league. Like, and that just goes along with the grind for the Mobile Masters OBJ. It was ridiculous. Like, 2,500 season games as a league. Like, if I just go on my calculator and like, I think there was like 19 games each season. Like, let's just say 16 regular season games. You have to play 156 seasons, or win 156 seasons worth of NFL games, or games, excuse me. 1 million passing yards as a league. How many miles is that? 1 million yards divided by 1 million divided by 1,760. That would be 568 miles. Let me just confirm that. How many yards in a mile? Yeah, 1,760. So 568 miles worth of yards you have to pass for. That's just.
Passing for 1 million yards, rushing for.
And you can call me a
750,000,
nerd.
2,500 season games.
That's just
The
it's
grind
just
for the
insane when you
League
put it
versus
into
League cards
perspective.
made Madden Mobile that much more competitive. I mean, I remember how many people in the
The League's Master, was that used for the OBJ set?
community were talking
Deshaun
about these cards
Jackson?
when they first got added, and this made it so that many leagues competed to see who would be the first to get them. Now, before this, Madden Mobile wasn't super competitive. Sure, the League versus League leaderboards were fun to grind, but there wasn't anything to compete for. The addition of these cards made so many more leagues become competitive, which added so much more to just a card collecting game. Now, those League versus League cards didn't stop with the 90.
Yeah, these League versus League cards, I didn't get a chance to obtain any of them. I started playing Madden Mobile 16 in January. Like, I think life before that was okay. Like,
This game had so many unique and interesting other league.
It was a
versus league
little
cards that were
empty.
Great at the start of the game.
the Gronk as well. This was from 15. Of course, the OBJ.
Now, a reoccurring theme in Madden Mobile.
Grinding for the Gronk was like so frustrating. You essentially what it was like you had to play a live event which happens like once every week. Well, it's available once every week, and then you play it, you beat it. It was a really hard live event, by the way. I think it was like fourth quarter, you're down by a touchdown, you have to win the game with like a minute left in the game. It was like an insanely hard difficulty, and you win the live event, and you get an award. The award is like a like collectible, and you need 10 of these collectibles to be able to unlock the 99 overall Gronkowski. But you have to get a specific. There's 10 different collectibles, and you have to collect all 10 different collectibles. So if you're at 9 out of 10 and you get the 10th collectible, but it's the same one as you already have, you have to keep doing it all over again until you finally get that collectible. I think there was a trade-in set where you can trade in that 2 collectibles for one, and hope you'd get the right one, but
Was that the cover
it was
athlete
hell.
would get a 99 overall MasterCard, but it was always an insane grind to get. Now, in Madden Mobile 15, this was Richard Sherman, and he was the Domination Master. And his card was insane because it was a 99 overall, but more importantly, it gave a +5 awareness boost to his whole team, which was the best stat to boost if you wanted to get an insane overall team.
Yeah, like
now,
I said.
that +5 awareness boost sounds great on paper, but the grind to get him was insanely tedious due to it being purely luck-based. I mean, having to beat the Domination live events were hard enough, but then having to hope you would get the right collectible.
Like I said,
good luck
yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it made it
He
such a
knows it.
frustrating grind,
He knows it
and
all
that's
too
something that
well.
Thankfully changed for Madden Mobile 16. I mean, the OBJ MasterCard was just amazing. The card art was beautiful, plus it gave both +5
that
awareness
OBJ.
and it was amazing. And that's something
I
they
want to see
thankfully
like
changed for
what
Madden
we
Mobile
had to
16.
do.
I mean, the OBJ
So you had the Leagues Master, which was I think you get one for winning the Super Bowl. Every time you win a Super Bowl, you get one League Master collectible. You have to collect 10 of them. You have to play 10 seasons worth. Live Event Master, I want to assume that's like completing 100 or so live events, maybe 1,000. I know the Division Master was you have a ranking system, and then I think it was like bronze, silver, gold, elite, eventually Hall of Fame, which is like, and to obtain these different divisions, you earn a certain amount of fans. You earn fans by winning head-to-head online games, and you lose you lose a number of fans by losing games, and you needed 1 million total fans to reach Hall of Fame, which would give you the division of 13. I think with each division that you go up, you get a collectible, and the Hall of Fame is the 13th collectible. Wait, Leagues Master was not the seasons one. This is seasons one. The set master, I guess you have to complete a certain amount of sets. I don't know. Live events a master is like complete a certain amount of live events, beating them. Leagues master, I don't remember what that one was.
MasterCard was just amazing. The card art was beautiful, plus it gave both +5 awareness and catching, and the grind to get it was actually pretty fun. Instead of just having to hope that you would get the right collectible from a live event, now you actually had to complete achievements in different aspects of the game. I mean, this grind had you winning 10 Super Bowls, completing hundreds of live events, sets, and then also winning enough League versus League matches made it so that
League versus
getting
League
this card
matches,
had you
yeah.
experience all the different aspects this game had to offer. And even though it was pretty difficult, it wasn't anywhere as annoying of a grind as the Madden Mobile 15 Richard Sherman was. I mean, this OBJ card was one of the most fun cards to play with and one of the best cards throughout the whole year. Something that the new Madden Mobile misses is the grind. I mean, the grind in these games was actually fun and it felt rewarding. Nowadays, you just auto-complete sets, auto-complete games was actually fun and it felt rewarding. Nowadays,
just why? Why would they change this? What is it? What is so difficult to like comprehend that 0 to 99 overall is like it's easier to understand. Why did it have to go up to 177 overall,
sets,
200 overall? Why?
complete live events and you just go on with your day. I mean, being able to autoplay live events is nice, but there's no incentive to actually
3,000 overall, 6,500 overall needed. Like, what are we doing?
play the game anymore.
This is why they lose their like fan base. They could have just. I'll probably talk more about it when we get to Madden Mobile 22 or something, or Madden Mobile 18, because that's when they started doing the stupid,
but I think that
higher than 100 overall stuff.
I mean, this promo always added so many fun
I didn't play in the
alive during all hours of the night. People
I
were
don't
staying
think I
up
was there
all
for
night
the
since this promo
Black
had
Friday.
sets refreshing all throughout the night. You'd never know what the next set would be, and that's something that made this promo so great. I mean, Black Friday was always one of the best promos of the year because of how unique it was and how much variety it provided. Not knowing what could be next, what the next pack might be, what the next set might be, was something that made this promo so much fun.
This card art is insane. What we have today is just stupid. Like, it's so clean. I guess it kind of helps it was the 50th anniversary Super Bowl, and, gold is, like, something that, like, it's pleasing to the eye.
Since it was the 50th Super Bowl, EA went all out for the Super Bowl legends during Madden Mobile 16. I mean, I remember how insane all the cards were for this promo, with the Super Bowl legends having some of the coolest card art in Madden Mobile history. I mean, that gold and gray color scheme just made them look so beautiful.
It's
Plus,
so simple.
When these cards released, they were some of the highest overalls in the game, and they also gave a +1 boost to your whole team. And if you don't know, that was huge back in the day. Those boosts made it so that people could have insane overall teams.
I as much as I love Madden Mobile 16, I wasn't really on board of like the above 100 overall like stats and stuff. Like you're about to see, I'm pretty sure some of these cards had higher than 100 overall, like 105 strength or 106 catching. I think 99 should be the absolute cap.
A lot of promos for Madden Ultimate Team. with golden tickets being one of them. And these were some of the most insane cards in the whole game.
Yeah,
I mean,
golden
these
tickets
cards
were
juiced
insane. I
with
don't think I
100+
I
stats
got one.
everywhere and had some of
Yeah, you see 102 hit power. Just keep it 99. It's something that I can appreciate with the modern Madden console games is that nothing's going over our 99. Like it's 99 or lower. That's it. As much as the modern console games suck, like it's so consistent. It's I guess in some like rare cases, yeah, 100 overall, like nothing above 105, maybe. Yeah, just keep it 99 max.
the best card art in the whole game.
I don't know
The
what
whole
EA is
community
thinking.
loved golden tickets, and I remember opening so many pro packs just hoping to pull one, even though I never did.
Yeah, they were so
Even though
rare.
golden tickets were so loved, I personally believe that they also could have been a factor
Oh, the Landon Collins and DRC next to each other. That is beautiful. Oh my god. Yay.
in the game
What have you
turning into
done?
what it is now, with the 400+ overall card.
Like, why? Why would you move to this? I don't get it. I don't, did they just see, like, oh, the people love insane stats, so, like, let's just create cards that are, like, over 200 overall, 600 overall, 500 overall, 700 overall. And not to mention, like, this card art is just it looks horrible.
I think that since these insanely juiced cards like golden tickets were so popular in the community, it gave EA the idea that people liked insane stats and wanted to see cards that got over 400 overall.
I just don't get it. Like, I'm pretty sure Madden Mobile would get more money if they went back to their old roots than what we have right now. This was Madden Mobile 22, by the way. What are they thinking?
Which nobody likes. I'm not sure what killed the game more, the auction house being removed or the overalls being inflated to 400+.
Both of them. They drove away the entire fan base. They ruined the game that everybody loved by one, removing the auction house, two, making cards that have 600 overall. I mean, they just like want to benefit like the whales, like the people that spend money on this game. The EA's just sucking them off, you know. Like, oh, they're gonna spend like thousands of dollars on the game. Yeah, we'll give them 600 overall so that we can keep making more money. I don't know like what the stats were for like financially how much money EA earned in Madden Mobile 16 versus Madden Mobile 22, like the comparison, like how which Madden Mobile made more. But I guarantee you, if you just brought back like the 99 overall cap and just like it's like is it like offenders are saying like old is gold. I just see this right now. Like I just want to find a way to get to the EA headquarters and just hack into their computers just so we can bring this back. I'm so desperate. I really am.
Talk about how we got some glimpses of how EA would ruin the game. Now, these old Madden mobiles, granted that they were amazing games and were so fun to play, they did have their problems, and also EA was showing signs of how they would eventually kill their game. First, glitches were always some of the most fun aspects of Madden Mobile, and once EA started to get serious about stopping glitches, it took some of the fun out. I mean, I remember
No,
16, there was
I disagree. I mean, people just taking advantage of like the coin glitch and stuff. Like, I don't like it. I think that's one of the things that EA did right. Is like they handled like the coin glitches. Like, I think there was at one point if EA like screwed up badly, they did like a they like time quote unquote time traveled. So essentially, like if there was a glitch that happened, um, I think it's just say like there was like a timeline, and like a glitch happened between like the start of the timeline and the end of the timeline. So like if I got like a million coins like from a glitch, right? Like midday, EA would like set it so that it would go your account would go back to what it looked like at the beginning of the day, and people lost like all their coins from like taking advantage of glitches and stuff.
Auction house glitch where everything would get sold for 99 million coins, and EA was so quick to revert this and take away everybody's coins,
Reverting,
everybody's cards. Granted, some people made out with millions from it because they figured out a way to keep their coins, but overall, EA being a lot stricter on glitches just took out a lot of the fun that the game had. They also included a lot more NAT cards, which are non-auctionable, and I remember during Most Feared, they gave out a free gold card to everybody that was auctionable at first, but after people were selling it, they changed it to NAT, which showed how EA could do whatever they wanted and had the power to completely ruin this game. People weren't playing Madden Mobile because they enjoyed the gameplay.
This Chiefs Steam team. Alex Smith, Jamal Charles, Anthony Sherman, Tony Gonzalez, Travis Kelce, Dwayne Bowe, Jeremy Macklin, Mitchell Schwartz, Jeff Allen, Mitch Morse, Randy Hudson, Willie Rove, yada 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 yada. I don't see Revis here, but this is a really good theme team. This is a good Chiefs theme team. I just wonder, like, what would the Giants theme team look like back then in Madden Mobile? You have like, I remember it was I think I remember my legacy team had Eli Manning here, the 99 Odell. I think Herman Moore had like a golden ticket card. Martellus Bennett had like some. At the time, Martellus Bennett was like getting like he was signing in free agency with the Patriots or something. Oh, Nate Solder had like a road to the ring. Victor Cruz had like two different cards or something, like a flashback or a It was a flashback, and I think it was a road to the ring as well. He had two different cards.
They were playing because they enjoyed collecting cool and rare cards to show off to their friends. I mean, Madden Mobile is at its best when it doesn't take itself seriously and embraces that, which is exactly what they did this year. They had so many fun and unique promos, superlatives, league versus league cards, golden tickets, road to the playoff signatures, all rookie, and more that
I don't think there was one promo in that entire Madden Mobile that disappointed. Like, it was good. It was exciting.
Honestly, the truth is, Madden Mobile 15 and 16 had this magic to them that future iterations would just fail to capture.
Someone cooked here.
No, it did not. Madden Mobile. It did not decline in Madden Mobile 17. It was a good. It was also a good one.
Games. It's just tough to live up to the massive expectations set by 15 and 16.
I guess that's true.
Pretty hated on by the community at the time. Everybody was begging for Madden Mobile 15 or 16 back during these games, and I believe that this was the beginning of the downfall.
I didn't think so.
At it with what we know now, these games are 1,000 times better than the new slop EA is putting out yearly.
Oh, they added the scramble button. Yeah, this was the year that they added the scramble.
They weren't listening to the community at all, and I mean, are we surprised? Now, Madden Mobile 17 was a solid game, but to me it wasn't anything special. This game did have a lot of bright spots, such as the Easter, Draft, and Pro Bowl promos, but those alone couldn't carry the game as it fell short in a lot of different places. The gameplay was pretty bad like normal, and overall, the experience throughout the year was...
Who cares about the gameplay? I don't think people like play Madden Mobile just because of the gameplay. I'm pretty sure they just play it because like the idea of collecting cards, like the idea of building a team is that it's there. Like I don't expect much from a mobile game to look good because obviously if we took Madden 25 and put it on mobile, our phones are just gonna have like a stroke, and I see why they like install like the old like PlayStation 2 Maddens onto like Madden Mobile back then was literally PlayStation 2 Madden. That's what it was, and then it became 360 Madden. Why can't I hear anything?
Throughout the year was just not great. But like I said earlier, the community were not really fans of this game, which is the case for a lot of Madden mobiles if we're being honest.
Yeah, those players, they were crying about Madden Mobile 17 that I did not even know about. I bet you anything they probably wish they were getting Madden Mobile 17 back after seeing what we're seeing in this modern day.
It felt like at the time EA wasn't really trying to innovate the game. I mean, they added the scramble button in a tournament mode, I think, but other than that, they didn't add anything. A lot of the promos throughout the year.
There was one thing they were missing from Madden Mobile, between Madden Mobile 15 and Madden Mobile 17. That was Draft Champions. I think they did introduce Draft Champions at one point on mobile, but they just like completely like ignored it after a while. But if the games would have been perfect if they had Draft Champions.
Felt like they were just copy and pasted. So many cards were non-auctionable. The M series was a cool concept, but it was horribly executed.
Oh, this! I think at the beginning of the year, like there was a competition. Like there's the first 1,000 people to beat this Rush Attack live event would get this Matt Forte card, and I was one of those people that got him.
The community was just starting to slowly die down at this time. Now, I'm not saying that this game wasn't fun or anything. They just weren't amazing. I know if we look back on these games, knowing what Madden Mobile has become, it'll make us think that they were better than they were.
Yeah, like I said,
I was still an active member in the Madden Mobile community at this time.
I'm 24. When was this made? This video was made 6 months ago. So I think this was still at Madden Mobile 24.
Well received at all. Everybody was clamoring for Madden Mobile 16 back, and rightfully so. That was the GOAT game.
Madden Mobile 17 was a good game. Then now we're gonna head into Madden Mobile 18, I assume, right? Yup, here we go. This is where like I stopped playing.
Finally took some risk
for a few years,
adding new game modes like Draft Champions and Weekend Tournament.
Like, what do you gain from making these cards over 105? I don't know. My brain, like, I'm having a stroke looking at this.
Game modes were some of the most fun.
Yeah, here we go. Draft Champions.
Ever. This game had a really solid start to the year.
Although I question Hassan Reddick's positions in this game.
But by New Year's, the overalls were getting out of hand, and it just started to go downhill with all the training and
so stupid.
Now, I want to talk about EA finally attempting to combat coin selling and doing it in the worst way possible. You see, instead of actually working and attempting to fight botting and coin selling, you want to know what EA did instead? Made a bot control the whole thing. Yep. Just got rid of the player-controlled auction house, which was a huge part of the game. This ruined it for so many people, myself included. Now, this made it so you could only sell cards for what EA thought they were worth, and it ruined sniping. They also randomly added a cap on the amount of packs you could open daily. I mean, what?
I didn't get that.
Did they not want people to play their game? Did they think people played Madden Mobile because it was Madden on your phone? They didn't. They played it because they liked football. Now, we didn't know it at the time, but a lot of these decisions that seemed crazy was just EA's way of getting us prepared for what they were going to do in the future.
So my disappointment's just immeasurable.
Oh man, what?
Yeah, that was. I stopped playing after a month, probably. I think. I was just wondering, like, when did EA really think it would attract more players if they just changed the name from Madden Mobile 19 to Madden Overdrive? I mean, I don't know if for those that are too young, Overdrive was essentially a game mode. It was an online game mode. It was like FIFA Mobile Online. Back in the day, in FIFA Mobile Online, you would have said you had a time limit, and there was attacking scenarios, like 10 different attacking scenarios in a time limit, depending on how much time you used up, like on your attacks, and you score as many goals as you can within the time limit. Essentially, Madden Overdrive, the Overdrive game was the same thing. You had a certain time limit, and you had to score as many points. Was it as many points, like getting as many yards as possible, or like just scoring as many touchdowns, or scoring points off of touchdowns? I think it was off of yards and touchdowns as well. You would lose yards if you got like sacked or something. This was dumb. Yeah, that was stupid.
I believe Madden Mobile's true fall off started over 5 years ago with the introduction of Madden Overdrive.
It started in Madden Mobile 18.
This was the beginning and end. The true downfall of Madden Mobile. This game completely flipped what the Madden Mobile franchise was. I mean, this game was just downright awful. The gameplay was absolutely terrible, and the game modes were even worse. Overdrive was just a steaming hot pile of garbage. And I mean, since EA is, well...
And essentially, I think also, the lineup like menu. You could like select your own coach, and you would select like 3 different players that would be like in your overdrive team. They're like the modern version of like they're like the Madden Mobile overdrive version of our modern like team captains you see in on console. Like in Madden console, you would have like team captains, and you would upgrade them by like applying team captain tokens. That's essentially similar to what it is, I guess.
Oh, EA, they decided to go full 1984.
Oh, I did not mean for that to happen.
Since EA is, well, EA, they decided to go full 1984 on us and take control over the whole auction house. Cards had a set range that they would sell for, and unless EA said otherwise, you couldn't do anything about it. That was the true dagger to the heart of Madden Mobile. I mean, the auction house being removed was responsible.
I didn't
for
play
so
this
many
Madden
people
Mobile
quitting
either.
this game. It was a core feature that everybody loved, and for them just to take it away made no sense to me. No more sniping, card flipping, nothing. This combined with the fact that there was nothing appealing about overdrive
I mean,
at all.
like, yeah, you just select one of these captains, and then they would just be on your team.
Made this game die fast. This honestly might be the most hated Madden Mobile of all time. It was just downright awful. EA also introduced
Surprised
power,
Madden
which
Mobile
basically
20
made it
22
impossible
isn't.
for anyone to run a budget squad.
22
and
was
it made
probably
it
the
easier
worst
for
one I ever
Wales to
played.
get even more of an advantage. The only redeeming
Actually,
qualities about this game was the UI and graphical improvements. That's it. This game was downright atrocious.
I think 22 was the worst. It's just I played the whole season. I was stupid. Madden Mobile 20
Madden Mobile
was
20
a little bit
improved
on the
by
right
overdrive,
track.
but
It was
I mean,
better.
How hard was that? All they had to do was be better than a steaming hot pile of trash. And it still wasn't great. They added back season modes, which they took away in overdrive, which made no sense to me. They also changed the card borders this year, and it doesn't really
Yeah, I mean, it looks stupid. They were on the right track in this one. The card art wasn't great, but the fact that they went back to the 0 to 99 overalls that's something I could appreciate back then.
replicate the old Madden Mobile feeling.
I remember John Ross. He had like a 99 overall card. Like I would be top 500 in the world in online head to head because of John Ross. Essentially, he was so fast that I would get one play touchdowns almost every time with him.
Which shows how much the game's changed over the years. I mean, overall, Madden Mobile 20 felt like a step in the right direction. The auction house was still bot controlled, but it wasn't as bad as overdrive. Now, this game started off the year really good.
85 running back
until
Lamar.
the introduction of Madden Max.
See, this is where it was cooked. They did so well up to this point. The 0 to 99, just leave it as is. When you add Madden Max, when you add players that like you can convert from 99 to 105 overalls, you just ruined it. I think it wasn't. They weren't just 105 overalls. They had like 99 stats on everything. So if you had like Tyron Smith would have 99 speed, or Dion Lewis, a guy that's like 5'7", 200 pounds, would have 99 strength.
When this game started to get really
99 catching.
Now, if you don't know what Madden Max is, Madden Max made it so every new player in promos was a 105 overall and had 99 stats all across the board.
Like, there's no shot that Travis Kelce has like 99 plus pass mark.
Yep, linemen had 99 speed.
I mean, that's just stupid.
Receivers had 99 strength. You name it, they had it. It was stupid. This completely ruined the game for myself and made basically every single non-Madden Max card irrelevant. Overall, Madden Mobile 20 was the best game in a while for EA, but it would continue to go downhill after.
Yeah, 21 was also a step in the right direction.
Madden
it's just I
Mobile
got a little
21,
bored. I didn't play
what
the
an
entire
awful
year.
Game. This was the most pay-to-win Madden Mobile in history, with the introduction of field passes, which is basically
I remember a field pass. Like, any game with a field pass should just cease to exist.
Pass, but for Madden Mobile. There was nothing good in the sets at all. League versus League had nothing new in it for like the 8th year in a row. I mean, this game was just awful. I mean, at least this game still had the bot-controlled auction house, which I guess was a good thing, but an issue with this is that it makes any
I kind of like this promo, the top 100
card that's not one of the best in the game obsolete. Back in the early days of Madden Mobile, there were silver and gold cards that would sell for a lot because of the sets they were in. This made opening packs so much more fun because you didn't just need to pull a 99 overall to be able to make coins. You could pull an 84 or whatever. I mean, I could just go on and on about how bad this game was. It was practically a worse version of Madden Mobile 20, but more pay to win. I mean, this game had nothing memorable in it at all. Back in the old Madden Mobiles, there were at least 3 to 4 iconic promos that you couldn't forget. I couldn't even tell you one card from this game. One. Now, I will give EA some credit here and say that the card art was pretty great this year, but that's it.
Yeah, the
This
card
game
art
had
was
no
beautiful.
other redeeming qualities about it, and it shows how much lazier EA has gotten over the years.
Fucking ads. The damn ads. Yeah, and I mean, 22,
Now, this
24.
would be the part of the video where I go into Madden Mobile 22.
22
and talk
was
about that by
garbage.
itself. But these last 3 Madden Mobiles were so bad, so copy-paste, that I just made them into one section. I mean, I'm not going to waste your time here. These games were so bad that they don't deserve to be discussed individually. Now, Madden Mobile 22 is when EA decided to make a whole new app because they wanted to reset everyone's Madden cash. No, I'm serious. Due to the introduction of those new field passes, players were
That's
keeping
karma for
their
people
Madden
to spend
cash
money on
from
the
year to
game.
year. So EA being EA, they decided that they would just reset everyone. A huge issue with these games for me was the introduction of 400 overall players. Yeah, you heard that right. 400. In my opinion, this was done in an attempt to keep the whales that funded the game happy, because it let them be the highest overalls at any given.
Yeah, essentially, if you had like a bad team, you couldn't compete against teams that had like. You could upgrade these cards. They weren't just 400 overalls. You could upgrade these to like 600, 700, 800. Essentially, like now the players who have like low overalls, they don't spend money in the game. They can't compete. They couldn't. Back then, if you had like Dree Archer or Tyreek Hill, 65 overall bronze cards, you could still compete against a team that had 99 overalls.
Given time.
And that's
Do
what Team
everything to
Power was
catch up to
essentially
them.
was.
With Madden Mobile 22 seeing the death of the auction house, EA also
And yeah,
decided
they
that
removed the
didn't have to
auction
put
house.
full rosters in the game anymore. And I'm not talking just some undrafted rookie. No, it would be your starters, your whole offensive line. You wanted to build a theme team? Nope. Impossible. You had to wait until they dropped cards for your team. I mean, how hard is it to add a whole team? This was done in Madden Mobile 15, but it can't be done now. It's ridiculous how little EA cares about their game and how much they just care about money. This shows how disconnected from the community EA has been for years and years, and I don't think they'll ever fix this game. I loved Madden Mobile. It was one of my favorite games of all time. And to see what it's become, it's just sickening, honestly. Like, seeing one of your favorite games become a complete money grab, it's just sad to see because Madden Mobile 15, 16, even 17 were great games. Now, EA continued to think that they knew better than their fan base and continued to drive this game into the ground. The games all feel so empty. There's nothing to truly grind for. The pack odds
So
are awful.
depressing.
I mean, you get like a 75 overall player in the pro packs. It's
Like, what even? This is a pro pack? So, like, you can get. What the hell? 100% chance of pulling a 114 overall. 29% chance of pulling a 127 overall. 2% chance of pulling a 146 plus overall. Like, was there like a change in upper management or something in EA or something? Like, how have you? What a fall from
insane.
grace!
All the promos are literally copy and paste where you trade in uncommons for rares, rares for epics, and epics for iconics. I mean, where's the innovation? Where's the fun? These games just feel like a deserted wasteland now, and it's honestly sad to see. This game had such a strong community at its peak, but all EA could care about was maximizing their profits, even if it's at the expense of their own game.
Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
This is a very good. This is a very good edited video.
Early Madden Mobile was one of the greatest mobile games of all time. I mean, this was a mobile game pulling in millions of dollars, and now they struggle to even hit 10K. I mean, it's sad to see, but it's not surprising because EA's greed has once again ruined something that was once great. Now, I still believe that Madden Mobile has a chance to succeed again, but that's only if they revert back to their roots. I mean, Madden Mobile 15 and 16 were peak, and the community surrounding those games were amazing. There's so many
sad,
interesting
bro.
and unique stories from these years, and it's truly a shame that these old games and communities are practically lost media at this point.
Shout out to Very Berry TV. It's so sad. I mean, what is he? this was made around Madden Mobile 24 towards the end of it. What does Madden Mobile's 25 look like now? Let me just take. I'm just curious. Let's look. Can I zoom in on this? Is there? I can hardly see it. No, I mean. 131 CD Lamb, 119 Puka Nakua. They haven't learned still. They don't learn. This is it's like they want to lose the playership. They want to lose their fans. They just do it on purpose. They just don't care. I miss Madden Mobile. I miss the old Madden Mobile. I really do. Like, so dumb. Just let me look at some of the packs, like some of the 99 Tyron Matthew in a pack. Let's look at Road to the Ring. I don't think they had this on console either. What is that? Is that 94 Drew Brees, 94 Terrell Suggs, 1993 Victor Cruz? That's Sherman right there. I mean, Vinatieri, 87. Is that Reggie Bush? Is that BJ Raji, Heath Miller, Ed Reed? I don't get it. Why would they go away from what they had in 15 and 16? These were like these are like arguably the greatest games EA has ever made. Any game, anything from Need for Speed, anything from Mirror's Edge, any sports game, any PvP games. This is the best EA game of all time. Not even a question. How would they go away from this and expect good things to happen? Like, you don't realize, like, I'm so desperate to play the old Madden Mobile. Like, you don't know what I'm thinking right now. I mean, that's all I have for now. Again, shout out to Very TV. This was a very good video. Let me give it a like, and I'm not gonna sign in right now. I'll do it on my phone right now. I'm gonna subscribe to him and like his video. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a good night.